So in this video, we are going to see the applications of Henry's law. So before going to the application one by one, there is a question that, of course, whenever we are opening a soda bottle, we can just see that some amount of the pressure is existing on the surface of the liquid. That is, as soon as you are opening the bottle, we could just see the fizzing sound is escaping from that bottle. Of course, whenever you're choosing such soda bottles, they are called as that of your carbonated drinks. That means what? They have been dissolved with that of your carbon dioxide. But what is that fizzing sound, why it is coming? It is mainly because by the application of your Henry's law. That is, in order to dissolve your carbon dioxide in those drinks, what they are trying to do is, they are trying to seal that bottle under pressure. So what happens as the pressure on the gas of your CO2 increases, what happens to their solubility in the soda? Of course, the solubility of the CO2 also increases. That is one of the major applications. To increase the solubility of the carbon dioxide in the soft drinks and in the soda water, the bottle is sealed under high pressure. So as the pressure increases, the solubility of the carbon dioxide in the soda water increases. Of course, this is one of the natural tendency what we are seeing in our day-to-day life. But the next major important thing we have to explain is with respect to the scuba divers. That is the one who is jumping into the oceans or the seas, and they are going underneath for the search of your coral reefs, the pearls, the divers, scuba divers. So basically they will be holding a tank on their back, which is, of course, we are knowing it is containing that of your oxygen. But guys, you have to remember one important thing. If I consider this one is your sea, the surface of the sea, we know that as you are going underneath of your sea, what happens to the pressure? Of course, as you are going at the bottom of the sea, the pressure is going on increasing. Of course, we know that whatever the scuba divers, the tank they are using for breathing, of course, in case if the tank is having only oxygen and nitrogen. So what happens? As they are going underneath, the pressure goes on increases. So whatever they are breathing from the tank, that is the oxygen and the nitrogen, solubility goes on increases. Of course, as now they are coming, they are breathing from top. This fellow has been diving to the underneath of the sea. What happens to the pressure? Of course, the pressure goes on increases. So these two gases are going to get completely soluble or getting completely dissolved at the underneath inside his body. But this fellow, when he comes to the upper part of the sea, what happens? The pressure goes on decreases. So as now the pressure goes on decreases, what happens with oxygen and nitrogen? Whatever the dissolved part was there, they will try to get eliminated out from his body. But remember guys, when this happens, it will not be in a simple way. So what happens if this is your capillary veins inside your body? So when he has gone underneath of the sea, as the pressure was increasing, these two gaseous molecules were easily soluble in his blood. That is through his veins. They have easily get soluble with respect to your blood. But now when he is coming to the upper part of the sea, so what he is seeing, the pressure is going on decreasing. So whatever initially the gas were getting soluble, they will try to get eliminated out in the form of a bubbles. So oxygen, no problem, it will be easily escaped. But whatever the nitrogen part is there, they will be forming up bubbles. And when these bubbles will be formed, they will just block the capillaries. And when they block the capillaries, it will be very much hard for the easy flow of your blood. And this will be obstructing the veins, and this phenomenon will be called as bends for that of your scuba divers, where your nitrogen bubbles are going to block your capillaries. And this is very painful. So this, in order to avoid this bends, what is happening means, whatever the tanks the scuba divers are using, they have been also been diluted with certain amount of your helium, nearly of 11.2%. So now whatever the tank the scuba divers are contained taking with them, that will be a mixture of oxygen, nitrogen and a helium. Mainly we are using the helium in order to avoid this bends. That is the reason, which is also an application of your Henry's law. One most important thing is the one who is having in the mountain regions. So at a higher altitudes, basically the partial pressure of the oxygen is less. That is what has happening if you're climbing a mountain. Of course, as you're going at the top of the mountain, the pressure is going on decreasing. So at this part, at the higher altitudes, what happens, the concentration or the solubility or the partial pressure of the oxygen is very less than compared to that of your ground level. So the people who are living in the upper regions, they will be always having a disease generally called as an anoxia, which is an important symptom that they are not able to think clearly. It is also one of the major application of your Henry's law, which are easily been studied. What is happening, since as the pressure is going on decreasing, the concentration level of your oxygen in the air goes on decreases. And that is the reason people over at the higher altitudes, they will not be having the much concentration of the oxygen in their blood and tissues. And that is the reason which leads to the weakness and unable to think clearly, leading to a condition called as anoxia. So these are the three important applications of the Henry's law, three important conditions what Henry's law, by using the Henry's law one can easily see what is happening.